G'day guys, Darren here with the little rig. This is my JB74 2019 Suzuki Jimny. Today we're going to take some time and run you through every aspect of this rig build, from performance to protection, suspension, and of course the tray and canopy chop. So let's get into it. Way too much to celebrate, so we got a reason to get a little lifted all the smoke that they wanted. Cause I ain't worried about shit, to keep it honest. I get lifted on the smoke and it feels so right. I've been with it from the jump, I live my own life. Take my hits and keep. As far as protection goes, starting with the front of the vehicle, I've gone with the off-road animal bull bar. The reason I chose this bull bar is it's super lightweight. I think it's a really clean, low profile look. And very importantly, you can access all throughout the bar. So if it fills up with mud, you're going through a lot of dirty situations, it's super easy to clean. It has a built-in light bar, which I think is super neat. And of course, on top, I've put a couple of 8.5-inch hardcore lights. Tying that through now to the Legend X rock sliders, which are not only a super strong rock slider, but they double as a step, which is really, really handy. Well, not only to access my rooftop tent, but for cleaning the top of the car as well. A mate of mine, Josh, made these custom brush bars for me, and that ties the front bull bar into those sliders beautifully. Underneath the car, I've gone with the custom off-road bash plates. I've had them powder coated white because, as you can see, I've got a white and black theme throughout the vehicle, and I just think that really sets it off. At the rear of the car, I've gone with the tag tow bar. It's got a couple of built-in recovery points, which is fantastic because, as you guys know, Jimnys are always having to recover the patrols out on the tough tracks. To complement the bull bar, I've got the 8.5-inch hardcore lights on, as well as the hardcore cowling lights up near the front windscreen. I have a GME UHF sitting on the bull bar as well, and something that is very unique to this vehicle is I have two winches, one at the front and one at the rear. So at the front of the car, I have the Carbon Off-Road 9,500 pound winch, and at the rear I have a 12,000 pound Carbon Off-Road winch. The vehicle is fitted with a larger battery. It's about twice the running power of a normal Jimny startup battery, and that is how I'm able to run these winches and still have full power in the vehicle at the same time. To add to the performance of the vehicle, I've got a few little things going on. First of all being the Legend X snorkel, running into a K&N air filter, so just getting cooler, cleaner air into the engine. On top of that, I've got the Legend X headers and exhaust system. Now, my exhaust system is a custom system by Legend X. It has a very unique sound, which is something that was absolutely needed for such a unique build, and I love it. The Jimny is also fitted with a throttle grenade throttle controller. I really like to use that, particularly when I'm off-road, to dial back the throttle. It gives me more ability and a nicer touch when trying to rock crawl on difficult tracks. Now, for underwater crossings, I've got a great tip for anybody with a four-wheel drive. Make sure you get yourself a breather kit. I've got the Air On Board 4-port breather kit. I have breathers in my diffs, as well as my transfer case and my gearbox. Adding to that, I've also run breathers from both of my winches as well. Now, this Jimny has front and rear lockers, and they're both controlled by an air compressor, which is fitted inside the cab underneath the driver's seat. As you guys know, lockers come in really handy at times when you're stuck in some difficult situations on the track. So they're also one of my favorite mods that have been done to this vehicle. Now, in doing this build, one of the most important things to me was not only to have it functional, but to look really good as well. I've gone with a very classic black and white color scheme, but it's the details that really set this off. All of the badges, bash plates, underbody protection, everything has been powder coated white. The vehicle's been wrapped black to match the snorkel, the tray, the canopy, the tires. Everything you can see has been matched beautifully in that black and white. Okay, you've got to remember guys, this Jimny is also a ute. So the moment that canopy and rooftop tent comes off, we've got one hell of a rock crawler. Let's check it out.
When Now let's talk about some of the finer details first with the tray and canopy. One thing I wanted to point out is that everything is really secure. The fuel filler is lockable, there's handles on both doors which are lockable, the rear drawer, the tread holders, the spare tyre, everything can be locked up, so all of your items are always going to be really safe. So on the back of the canopy, there's a bit of a multi-purpose mount here. This can be used to store the tread boards like I've done. It can also be used to hold a container for spare fuel or water. Also, if we have a look at the spare tyre carrier, it's a really neat design. You don't have to undo or do up wheel studs to get the tyre on and off. It's a simple handle that turns and undoes on a single large nut there, and you can pull your tyre off, no worries at all, in a matter of minutes. So as you know, I've got the water tank and water pump underneath, and I've got this trundle drawer, which is actually quite large and excellent storage. Again, locks on the inside so it doesn't fill up with dirt and dust and your items don't move around. Perfect space for recovery gear and tools. One thing you'll notice about anything DMW is the finishes are absolutely superb. From the welds to the powder coating, it is absolutely beautiful. All the angles, the custom tail lights, you cannot fault this build. It is amazing. Now, it wouldn't be a Jimny camping setup without, of course, the Chaos bub awning, which is an essential for any Jimny wanting to get out and go camping. The best feature about the Chaos bub awning is it's built specifically for the Jimny, so you get plenty of coverage, but it's super lightweight at the same time. Now, before I show you through the tray and canopy, I wanted to tell you why I did this chop. I'd been toying with the idea for a couple of years. I'd been talking to mates about it, drawing some things on paper. But a few months ago, I did some damage to the vehicle. I rolled the roof up. It was time to do something, and I thought it was my sign to do something that hadn't been done before, and this is the result. DMW absolutely nailed it. I knew they were the ones for the job, and there was nobody else that could pull this off quite like they have.
I'm gonna make it in no time. Ay, lights on me like Broadway, so divine like Dante. I was just a little pee-wee, never thought I'd take it such a long way. Do a verse and get 3 stacks, now I really gotta thank Andre. From an outcast to a big boy, now we all paid. I've been feeling like a child.
So one of the first steps in removing the canopy is just to undo the 4 bolts from the inside, which are holding the canopy to the tray. Super simple, takes about 45 seconds, and then we're ready for liftoff. So to get the legs down initially, I'm just using the drill. It's a lot faster and it gets them down onto the ground, ready for the final stage.
I know where I'm going and I know it'll be a while. My dog's in the bag like the canine unit to keep me on track just in case I lose it. Generate cash from the thoughts in my soul and soul tickets to my soul.
So the 12 volt system, I've got the essentials in here, starting with my battery, which is the Nomad PDU 100 amp lithium battery. It charges from the hardcore solar panels and runs my fridge and my hardcore lights here as well. When I want some music at camp, I have the EcoX Gear soundbar, which is absolutely awesome. It's got nice lights on it too to create that party atmosphere. I have the 35 litre angle fridge, and on this side of the canopy is just open space for bedding, clothes, food, basically anything that needs to be stored in here and taken to camp. And so now it's time to show you how I'll open up the Toy Tough rooftop tent. Nice and easy, 3 little buckles.
They try to check it, I'm getting it back. And if they hit me, they gotta get taxed. I'm making hit after hit after hit, and I promise you, boy, every one of them slap. Hop on a verse and I body it quick. They never work, and it's why we don't mix. I don't got time for the fake, and I swear that I always say real, something they never did. Oh, they saying that I'm up next. I told them that I'm up now. Promise I came for the next. I needed honeys on honeys, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown. Oh, you should go ahead and write over. I was in a 4, leveled up to the Rover. Feeling like Blake, I'ma put him on a poster. I don't really play when it comes to my checks. I've been in the gym, so you know I gotta flex. If I shoot a shot, then it's gonna be a wet.
Well, that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the walk around of the little rig. If you have any questions at all about the build, please drop them in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe, Built for Off-Road, and I'll see you out on the tracks.